Welcome back to Man Pressing Horizons. I'm dear darling. As we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, as we go about our usual business, well, sort of, you know what I mean. You know what was interesting today? So I woke up, this morning, just on my phone, and then I got a random message and being like, "Hi, this is on WeChat, by the way, which if you don't know what WeChat is, it's basically the Chinese WhatsApp. I essentially never use it. I only use it to talk to like some Chinese friends I have or whatnot, but even then I don't particularly use it very often. But I got a message from a random person. Obviously, I'm not going to say their name for privacy reasons, but they were just like, "Hi, me. Do you still?" They asked in Chinese, by the way. Do you still use this WeChat? Hold on, we'll get into this in a second. Hello, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:52 p.m. on Monday, November 29th, 2021, and today we've had our first snow of the year. Winter's finally arrived in Fawnhallow. Now, for today's announcements, we have a visitor staying at the campsite, and we don't know who our other NPC visitor is, but that's fine. And and I read this message from a person and be like, I don't know anyone by this name, so that's very confusing. And when I scrolled up, apparently this person added me as a friend, because you can add people as a friend in WeChat without them necessarily adding you back. It's not like a send request and accept. It's more like a add to like a contact list, I suppose. Dear, I'm pleased to see residents taking part in group stretching. Yes. I hope you find them invigorating and fun. Please accept a small gift and as a thank you for helping us build momentum. Cute. We're going to throw away this letter because we have no room for letters like this anymore. Why do we have so many things on our inventory? What is going on? What was I going to say? I forgot. A leotard? that's quite funny. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, apparently this person added me as a friend back in February and sent me a message being like, "Hey, it's me, her name." And I was like, I just never replied to it. And then she decided to follow up with a message, to be fair, very tenacious, 9 months later, being like, "Hey, do you still use this WeChat account?" I don't know if I'm who she wants. So I responded to her, of course in Chinese, being like, "Hey, sorry, but who are you?" I don't think I am the person you're looking for. But I don't know, it's weird because I've been trying to think who this person could be, like a university friend. I'm like, no, like certainly not. I already added all my university friends on WeChat, and I don't know anyone else. Like maybe they're a family friend. It's like a family friend wouldn't like contact me on WeChat. They contact me. It would have to be a very weirdly specific scenario for them to contact me only on WeChat. So I'm very confused. I don't really know what's going on. Hey, wait, did we not go on Cap'n Island yesterday? Because we don't have a gyroid in our inventory, and we don't have a gyroid fragment buried. So I guess we just forgot yesterday. No, it's a really big deal. The Cap'n Islands they're not actually as interesting as you might think. You had to just continuously go to them every single day until you can finally get the seasonal one. Apparently we've had the first snow, according to Isabel, but it doesn't seem like it's snowing. I will say it definitely snowed this morning where I am. So maybe it's location based. Of course, the only villager we're looking for right now is Fauna, but I wonder if they appear in the Happy Home Paradise Resort. Oh, you are Tiffany. I said, what about a bunny called Tiffany? She said, da 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 da. Don't know lyrics. Where was I going with this? Oh, hold on, I've got a Discord message. Is that important? No, I can respond to that later. It's not a pressing concern. Today's Monday, right? So we do have a wandering wisdom. Yeah, anyway, I feel sorry for this random girl, From my perspective, not my perspective, from her perspective probably, she's just like, oh, I'm going to add my friend on WeChat, and like search my name or something who happens to have the exact same name as a friend, and me be like, hey, it's me. You are X, right? And then I just proceeded not to respond to them. I don't know why. I actually legitimately don't even remember that message. It's very possible that I saw that message. It was like, oh, it's just like, a spam bot or something. So I proceeded to ignore it. Because that's what I tend to do, ignore instead of actually blocking them. Because, what if it's not? And in this case, I guess it wasn't, because it's not very common. A spam bot follows up with 9 months later being like, hey, do you still use this account? Lol. You know what's entirely also the scarier thought than the fact that this is just someone who randomly got my handle, I suppose, on WeChat, is this is actually someone I know and I've just completely forgotten who they are. But I did the usual thing. I searched them on Facebook and I was like, got no friends. Like, for one, I only know one person with the same name as her, to be fair, and she has a different surname, and I haven't spoken to her in years. So very unlikely it's her. What are we doing at Red Note Class Center? I don't remember. We should go sell some things. And the other thing was search on Facebook. don't recognize any other people on Facebook, and I don't have any mutual friends, nor even like friends of etc, etc. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, she's a random person. On WeChat, of course, you can look at our profiles. It is a social media site after all, so I can, oh yeah, we should have bought a Nook Mart mission. Oh no, we don't need to do this because I think going on Cap'n Island counts for this as well. What the heck are you wearing, Amelia? I've literally never seen you wear this before. But yeah, I looked at her profile picture and I was like, don't know who you are. I looked at like the equivalent of like a Facebook award. It's not called a award, it's called like a moment or something, like her timeline, I guess. The only thing she's got on there is like a header of the photo, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't know who any of those people in that photo is. So I don't know. I'm just thinking it's a case of mistaken identity, I suppose. I suppose it doesn't help the fact that I don't actually use my own face, I suppose, on WeChat, because I don't know, it seemed to be customary. Like everyone else on WeChat doesn't use a picture of their face. At least from all my friends at university, they always use like pictures of random things. So mine, I don't even know what mine's a picture of. I think it's a picture of some random deer, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so case of mistaken identity. And I feel bad for not like leading her on. Like, if anything, I did like the opposite of leading her on. I did like I don't know, but I basically was completely blanked her, I suppose, for like 9 months or whatever. It's the Shooting Star Island. We did it. This is the one I wanted. This is the only Nook Mart island which matters for me personally. Why, you might ask? Because you get shooting stars on this island. If only we sold our inventory first. But and you might be like, well, what's so good about that? I don't see what's so good about getting shooting stars on our island. Well, not only is it shooting stars, every single rock is filled with star fragments. Look at that. What's that? That's April. I don't know what that is. July, I assume. That's probably like December. That might be June. That's probably July again. That's November. I don't know. December again or March. Apparently I didn't hit things fast enough. Sagittarius, never mind. That is like Octoberish. That's also definitely amethyst. That's not April now. I look at it. But yeah, we can get star fragments of ones we've been missing. Well, of course, we'll stay here for a little bit and wish on other star fragments. When you wish upon a star, doesn't matter where you are. I can't remember how many you're meant to wish on. I think it's 20. We don't need normal star fragments, so we can sort of just ignore those ones. It's the special ones we particularly need. But we should certainly try and pay more attention to any of shooting stars which may fall in the sky. It's been a long while since we've done any shooting star wishing. No! Why have you done this to me? Oh no, we're not even. Are we going to get 8 at least? Oh, okay, well 7's good enough. I never realised how bright these not shooting stars were. Quick. When you wish upon a star. I never realised how bright these fragments are. These are just regular ones. Yeah, these are just regular star fragments. We don't need them. We have far too. That's Scorpius? Wait, what gemstone is Scorpius? I thought they were all coloured of gemstone. Scorpius is October, right? That's opal. Aren't opals like some like iridescent white? I thought that would have been topaz for November. It seems like there's only 2 rocks on this island, which is a shame. I wonder if you can get recipes, the Celeste recipes from things on this island. We need to actually like get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory. Tangy, a Taurus bathtub. You can. I already know this one though. That's a good one to hold on to though, because that I can give away to people. And by people, of course, I only mean Rach, because that's probably the only person who still plays the game who I know. I haven't given her anything because I forgot I was meant to ask her. Yeah, Rach, I don't know if you're watching this, but just like message me what like art pieces you might need, and I'll just give them to you. I forgot to do that yesterday. Because, you know, I'm saying it now, I'm absolutely going to forget again, but she's probably watching this. Let's be real. And I appreciate the support. But yeah, let's go wish upon a star. And I don't know, mistaken identity. I'm trying to think. Has it ever been in a case where I've gotten like I've mistaken someone else's identity? You know, like added the wrong person on whatever site or whatnot. No, but I had it. You know, the other way around with me again. I think I talked about this before. Like I joined the tabletop like RPG society in university because I was like, hey, I've always wanted to try D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. I've heard a lot about it, but I literally no idea what it's about except for it's kind of fun. This is like before I even knew about. Well, I mean, I think I had a vague idea of what Critical Role was, but I didn't realize it was something you could like watch. So I went there, and then they like had a load of tables set up with like different games, and they were like, come here if you want to play some D&D. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with them. You know, I sat next to a nice guy. He played D&D. He was quite experienced with D&D. He played a lot before, and he like helped me through things. And then we sat with like there was another guy. There was a girl opposite me who played a lot of D&D before. There was a girl like diagonally to me who had not played D&D, and then there was like a guy and two guys over. One of them who had played D&D a lot before, and one of them who hadn't. And of course the DM who was quite experienced in that sort of thing. And we had like this sort of like, I guess, mini one shot where I played a rogue, just like a level 1 rogue, human rogue or something. I can't really remember. They had like pre-made character sheets, and I was like, I don't know what to do. What should I pick? And then it was like, why don't you pick a rogue? And I was like, sure, okay, let's go for it. I don't really know. And we played for a bit. And then the DM was like, hey, do you want to like meet up and play some more sometime? And then we were just like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So it was like, write your name down here, and instead of, for some reason, not our university handles, so instead of like emailing us, he just like added us on Facebook. Except for, you know, that happened, and then like a couple of weeks went by, and I like heard nothing about it, and I couldn't remember the DM's name, so I was like, oh well, I guess that like never happened. It was just like a false promise or something. And then I get randomly, like a week after that, I get randomly invited to a Facebook like chat or something. Turns out they had the chats going on from like the day afterwards or something, being like, hey, let's try and organise this thing. And then they just added the wrong person. There was just someone else on with the exact same name they added to the group, and I don't know, I guess they looked at a picture and was like, hey, that looks like the person we played D&D with that time. But luckily that the other girl, she was in my year. I think she did maths as well, to be fair. And she was like, hey, I think we added the wrong person to this group. I think this is the right person. And then, you know, I got added to a group, and I was like, oh yeah, we're like doing we're doing like the first D&D session like as soon as possible. And I was like, oh okay, sure. Let's do it. I still don't understand how to do things, but you know, I made my character. What I made it, I talked about this before, tiefling rogue, and they're pretty edgy, they're tuning and that sort of thing. I can't remember what I talked about. I definitely talked about this before. At some point, if that's a sort of mistaken identity. How many stars have we watched it on now? Is that 20? I think it's 20 that you're meant to wish on, but we're just gonna we'll stay here till about 15 minutes, I suppose. That'll probably be enough star wishing for now. Sorry, do you know what just came to mind? You know that Twilight and Mordecai meme that randomly, I don't know why it's so popular, but if you don't know it, it's basically some bless her heart, some very like, I assume young or someone who's not particularly experienced in art or whatever, and on DeviantArt made some fan art for Twilight Sparkle from Minus Penny Friendship is Magic and Mordecai from the regular show. If you don't know, it's our Blue Jay Bird and Twilight Sparkle is that purple pony. It's not artistically great, but of course, you know, they're someone who's probably not got much experience in art in the first place. I mean, just do it because they want to express their love for their two favourite shows or whatever, and it's meant to be like a sort of kind of ship art, but it's not really that ship. It's got like ship subtones, I guess. Anyway, such a Twilight Mordecai meme, and Twilight X Mordecai, like shooting stars in the night sky, whatever. It's such a weird meme, that entire thing, because it starts from like some not great piece of fan art, to be fair, but it's got passion in it. You know, you can tell that person's very like passionate about his characters and will very enjoy him. And you know what? That's based, is what I say. But anyway, for some reason it got wildly popular, and I'm not really sure why. I see one things that I've read, like some videos I've seen, is mainly because it's such a weird pairing, these two. I don't know. Bearing in mind, I have seen Minus Penny Friendship's Magic, so I do know about Twilight Sparkle. I have no idea like anything about regular show and what Mordecai is. I don't know if there's much overlap between the fandoms or whatever, but apparently this is like a really random ship app that someone had. So the fact that it even existed in the first place, and I suppose because of the artwork, it's also kind of weird. And then the fact that it's so like early 2000s, I suppose. There's sort of energy coming off of it. Because it's Twilight Sparkle looking up at the sky being like, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? And then there's Mordecai just like head in hand, head in wing, I guess, being like, I could really use a wish right now. It's just like that sort of energy. Anyway, that's the energy my tiefling rogue had. But also kind of irrelevant, but also kind of relevant at the same time. Kind of weirdly cringy, but also charming, I suppose, in its own right. But you know what the greatest part about it is? From this meme, it spawned like millions of like, not million, okay, maybe millions is a bit much, maybe like tens, hundreds at most of actually like pretty talented artists or whatever doing their own interpretation of that Twilight Mordecai meme and like redrawing it in its own right, including this one which was just like this really weirdly like realistic looking like Twilight and Mordecai, which was very strange. It's weird to see like Twilight Sparkle with such very horse-like proportions rather than being like the very circular pony she is. Maybe if I search up now, while we're too busy wishing on a star, Twilight Sparkle Mordecai. we can look through some great images. Someone made an animation of it as well, I believe. Like this is one which is like really true to the art style of the show. Brilliant. This is the OG MordeTwi. That's what it's called. Why are people shipping Mordecai and Twilight Sparkle Equestria Daily? Some of these other ones are a bit strange. You know, fan art. Another fan art. What, oh my god. This one's actually very... This is not the realistic one I had in mind, but it's a very, very realistic... Not very, very... It's a pretty realistically proportioned drawing of a horse, and I don't even know what Mordecai is. A finch? Maybe? A blue finch? Is that a thing? Hold on a minute. I've got to find a one that's what I actually had in mind. Okay, well that's just like straight up ship art, so let's just, you know, get off of that ASAP. There's another really good art style here. I haven't seen this one before. They're just so passionate over things, like you can feel the emotions. Like, I just love the fact that everyone just sort of like went, oh, here it goes. Ah, does it, who drew it? It looks like it says Ellie. Yeah. Oh, is that Billy? It either says Ellie or Billy. I can't actually read what the signature is. I just love everyone jumping on it, you know? I feel like if I was the person who originally did the what? This is a picture of someone shaving her legs. Okay, maybe we should... okay, this is getting weird. Let's get off Google Images. You know, that's a fun game you ever want to play. Search random character from random show and see how quickly the Google Images descends into something weird. Anyway, I feel like if I was the original shipper of Mordecai X Twilight... Oh yeah, it's been about 15 minutes, but we've definitely wished about 20 star fragment things by now. And if I drew the original fan out for that, and then like I just woke up one day and there'd been like hundreds and hundreds of like really well done, like professional, like commission level drawings, I suppose, done of my like really random ship, I'd probably like lose my mind. I'd be like, this is the greatest day ever. So hopefully people made that person's day, at least, you know. I feel like it was a cool thing to have happen. Interesting Discord message. Really gets you thinking. Whoa. The sky just turned from nighttime to morning? It's not morning, it's afternoon. What? I actually just looked up time. Whoa, that was so weird. It's 5:08 and the recording time was actually 17:08 just then. Whoa. Anyway, so really what the crux of the issue I'm coming at is, can we pretend they're airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? Yeah. Can we use it? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Should I see if that person's actually replied to me on WeChat saying who they are? Wait, they've not replied. I have no idea who you are. Sorry, person. Your timing's impeccable. Whoa, a Nook Friday sale? It's still going on? I guess it is Cyber Monday right now, so I guess that makes sense. That song's just going to be stuck in my head now. Can we pretend they're airplanes in the night sky? And it just spawns so many other things from it. Like there's a TikTok or whatever, and you might be like, how do you know about this TikTok? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know how I know about that TikTok or whatever, but where someone just sings it in a very sort of like emo punk band voice. I don't know if that's a really emo punk band. I'm not really an expert in musical genres, as I said. Can we pretend they're airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? It's a good song though, I think. At least it's catchy in a certain aspect. Hold on. These colours are actually wild to me. Why are they these colours? Like you would have thought, okay, January. What's a gemstone for January? Garnet, right? Should be a deep red colour, but the deep red colour, for some reason, is Capricorn. Wait, that makes sense. Hold on. That makes sense. Capricorn is January, mostly, right? Okay, so then the purple should be February, which is... I was after Capricorn. Aquarius? Oh, it does make sense. Why is Scorpio's birthstone... Oh, is Scorpio November? Maybe Scorpio's November. Maybe it is actually birthstones. Alright, I retract my statement, game. So then Aquarius... I'm just seeing which... Okay, so wait, hold on. Aquarius, what's after Aquarius? Pisces. That's March. That should be light blue, because I think that's aquamarine. Do we even have a Pisces one? Wait, hold on. Virgo's September, which should be sapphire. Gemini... What's Gemini? Gemini's May? Isn't May Emerald? Maybe the colours are messed up. I'm doubting myself here. Hold on, Gemini. Is Gemini May? It's either May or June, so it's either got to be Emerald, which is dark green, or it's got to be a pearl, right? Maybe the gemstones are not what I thought they were. I thought that's what they were. I'll put this in storage. And if I remember actually to talk to Rach and ask her what thing she wants, then maybe I'll remember to give that to her. If not, sometimes life just do be like that. You know what we should have done? We should have gone to Harv's Island to do this. Like, what's the point of us doing it in here where we could do it all at once at Harv's Island? Doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. Oh yeah, we should also remember to reject Corner's thingamajig and be like, no, I do not want thingamajig. I forgot what I was saying. I do not want your acorn. I wonder what missions do we even have? I can't remember. What should I title this episode? Do I go MordeTwi? No, there's no way I'd title this MordeTwi. I'll call it like wrong number, I suppose. I'm trying to think if I've ever called a wrong number. It's not happened. It's not like very often I even have to call people in the first place, and the people I do have to call normally are ones I have on my contact list. And if not, they're normally ones who are like official businesses who have websites, and then I just look at their websites and just like double check being like I typed a number incorrectly. Weird, huh? Sorry, my stomach's making all sorts of weird noises. I don't know, I have been called a wrong number a couple of times, but honestly, they're not very eventful, you know? I mean, what do you do when someone, if you call a wrong number, you go like, oh, sorry, I meant to call this right person. If you're not this person, then I'll call someone else. Hey, I think that's a legitimate discus thrower, because he's not got a watch on his hand. I also feel like we already donated this way. Why does something tell me we already donated this? I can't remember though. Oh well. Let's talk to Cornman and be like, I don't want your acorn. I want your acorn. I don't want your acorn. You can't handle my acorn. No, thanks. No, well, if you don't want an acorn, what do you want? Oh, okay. I thought he would do something weird. You know, you get me? I thought he might like freak you out a little bit. Be like, you don't want an acorn? You should have bought an acorn. You know, Rat Race reference. Was I ever talking to Reese and Cyrus? Here, this place is a real great feel. Thanks again. There's some things that only I can customize it. Bring them here. Oh, while I have a chance, I want to thank you, dear. This trailer will be a wonderful way for my side guy to show off his skills. We're going to have so much fun. I'm glad we'll be able to see more of each other. I don't think we've actually ever spoken to those two. That was the first time. Wild. Kiha moata. Kiha moata. Ting tang. Sorry. Couldn't commit to the bit. I know, I'm just curious. Who is this random person? Maybe she didn't even message me. Maybe it is actually just a spam bot after all this time, and it just like it worked its way down the list of like people, and it's gotten around to me again. That's spooky. How many people are on this list, or how quickly did it get through it? And why am I on this list? I suppose it's fun to sort of not fantasize necessarily, but daydream about all the sort of weird and possible wacky scenarios in the first place. But really, the reality tends to be a lot more benign and boring than you might think. Residents who live on a certain island gather at a photo studio on a smaller island. On the other side of a viewfinder, there are big smiles. From this vision, I deduce that your luck with friendship will improve. Ah, I don't want improved stuff. I want deproved, and not deproved. What's the opposite of improved? Worsened. Alright, well... Oh, we haven't even gone to a roost today. Let's go to a roost and we'll do some Nook Command Mission farming. We don't have much time, so... I'm ready to go home. Sorry, let me drink some water. My throat is feeling kind of rough. Probably because I recorded some Later Alligator earlier today, and that, you know, doing all sorts of voices makes it kind of rough in your voice. You know, you talk like this 1 second, talk like this the other second, then talk like this the other second. Again, my three voices. Oh, everyone's just hanging out. Yeah, it was a fun time playing some Later Alligator. If you want to know where I've gotten to, I've done, I suppose, quote, the main story-esque, but we're just going through 100%ing everything now. You might say, wow, that was fast. It only took 6 episodes, to be honest. It is kind of a short game, but it's very charming. It's charming. Just like the toilet paper brand. Is that called charming? I think it is. I honestly don't remember. You know, with like the bear who just really likes toilet paper for, you know, whatever reasons, and unbeknownst to us. I'm not going to pry on his own personal likes. I don't really know how to phrase that sentence. I gotta say, it's getting kind of cold. My legs are kind of cold. You might be like, why don't you put on a thick on lower layer rather than just some leggings? Why don't you make me? I don't know why I was going with this. Weirdly threatening. I just want to know. I just want to know. Oh. I feel like this person's never going to respond to me. They'll be like, oh, that's the wrong person. And then that's it. It'll be done. It'll be kaput. And that trailer thought we'll go nowhere. I've also, I got, nothing to talk about, that's why. I'll do just that. I'm gonna talk about, I don't know, anything happening in my gacha games? Oh, actually, yeah, you know what's sad? Is my favourite characters are getting limited banners tomorrow in 2 of my gacha games at once. Despicable, I know. I got enough for a spark on one of them, but I don't have enough. I've only got a third of a spark on the other one, so I'm just like, what do I do? Very sad, very sad. Let's hope I get lucky. I can tell you tomorrow how it goes. Well, maybe not tomorrow. I'll tell you how one of them goes tomorrow. Because normally I like to stream my gacha pulls because I have a friend who very much likes watching them, despite the fact he doesn't play any other games. To be fair, I don't know. He just likes the thrill of a pull, the thrill of a random chance. Okay, what Nookman missions do we have that we can quickly do? Chop wood. We should do the chop wood. Chop wood, customize. Probably not do that one. Maybe catch bugs. 3 minutes. Okay. I think we can do that in time. And then I'll go record a Happy Home Paradise episode quite quickly. Yesterday's one. How was it, you might ask? It was a nice little decoration. Did I add it to my Happy Home? I might have added it to my Happy Home network. I don't recall. I feel like, you know, I didn't like it at the time, but now, you know, some time has passed. I kind of like it. I just didn't like the photo I took of it, but it's also hard to get a good photo of the way I laid things out, unfortunately. But you know, c'est la vie, as they say. Quoting the infamous Irish girl group from early 2000s called Bewitched. Say you will, say you won't, say I'll do what you don't. Say you're true, say to me, c'est la vie. And then it just starts out with a song going, some people say I look like my dad. And then all the other girls go, what? No way, or something. That's not very Irish. I can't do an Irish accent, okay? I can't do any accent. I can only do my accent. My singular accent. And that's fine. I don't know. Okay. I didn't really have some sort of grand overarching ideology from that or anything. You know, your accent is fine. Just the way it is. 2 minutes. I think we'll just customize and then that'll be it. That'll be a bit of enough for today's episode. Oh, you know what? While you're here, Rowan, let's just see if you're the one crafting today. Mainly because he could be the one cooking. And if he's cooking, certainly want those new recipes. He's not doing anything though. What's up, Rowan? Sheesh! I wanna chat. What should I do in Happy in Paradise? I still haven't done the other facility, if that's what you're wondering. I guess I could, but I'm still waiting until I get access to more rooms, I suppose. Because yeah, the other facility, of course, which I haven't done yet, is the restaurant one, and I want to do the restaurant one with 2 rooms because I have an idea for it. Yeah, we got time to customize. We'll customize our shovel because we did a lot of shoveling. We'll customize, I don't know what the other thing we'll customize is. Yeah, I'm still trying to do Happy Home Paradise things fast. I feel like I'm still. It's not like it matters that I'm too slow, but it more matters to me because I'm like, I don't want to spend like huge amounts of time doing Happy Home Paradise things. You know, I've got stuff to do in a certain degree. Sure, we'll make it red. Why not? I just want to make it red. So sometimes spending 1.5 hours on a customization feels a little bit excessive to me, but you know, if you want to, more power to you. It's not the life I want to lead, though. You know, 45 minutes is a good in between, I think. But anyway, I think we'll round off this episode here, why don't we? What are we talking about? I don't know. Who even knows anymore? But if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord or follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.